Hi Libra, and welcome to your 2015 March Taroscope with me. I hope that wherever you are reading this or listening to it from around the world, you have had a good, healthy, safe beginning to your 2015. This reading we are going to be doing 4 cards, each with a designated specific. The first card will be relationships and romance, the second will be finances, the third will be health, and the fourth will be career. So Libra, let's see what's in store for you. The Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Nine of Cups, often known as the Wish card, which is always a nice one to have turn up in your readings. I see a lot of yellow in your reading straight away, which gives me the feeling of sun, of energy of the sun. So I'm wondering if that might be a message for you to spend time outdoors and absorb the huge energy from the planet and the solar energy that recharges our batteries. And anyhow, let's get back to starting with the first card, which is the relationship and romances card. If we look at it, we see it is the Four of Swords, and it gives a whole feeling of calmness and contemplation and quiet. It suggests that if we think of relationships as being all manner, so this can be family, siblings, work, career buddies, just your friends, acquaintances, and romantic partners. Oftentimes this card suggests peace and quiet surrounding these energies or feelings or relationships. It can also suggest taking a small break. So I wonder if some of you might go on a little break in March, and it might involve another person or someone within one of these relationships, literally like a little getaway or a retreat, often is the word. And the other thing that the card gives off the energy is a slight retreat. So I think what that indicates is if any of you are coming across any flare-ups or arguments around certain things, it would pay to retreat, to back off a little bit, to let any energies that are fiery or creating a bit of trouble, to let them calm down, give them some time, and deal with these things in a calm manner with a careful consideration and understanding of everyone's viewpoints, as well as being able then to get across your viewpoint and your needs as well. Now often this card can also represent that you may want some support from the people in your life around you, and that you may be the one that wants to take the break, and that you need the support and help from others in doing this. And most likely you will find that support because there's more than one sword in this picture. There's 3 of them offering this feeling of support. And given that it's a sword, it can also often suggest the energy of the air people or the air signs, which are your Aquarians, your Geminis, and of course yourself, your Libra. So there's a definite feeling of contemplative quietness, some time alone, a bit more reclusive, thinking about situations, having time out, a break away, and just being calm with your friends and your family. It's a peaceful sort of feeling around it. If we think of it in terms of romantic relationships, again, it feels as though you specifically are removing yourself a little bit, like you're the one taking the break away. So there may be a little bit of a feeling of disconnection with close romantic relationships, and usually that's for a reason. Just a bit of time alone can often rebalance situations or allow you to think a strategy through or rethink how you feel about someone or a situation. If you're thinking of looking for a new partner at this time, it generally says, again, give it time. It may not be in the offing right at this moment, but usually it's for a reason. So there's other aspects of you at this point in time that are perhaps more important than seeking a new relationship. Now if we move on to the next card, which is the finances, interestingly enough we have a finance card. I always love it when these things sort of pop into place like that. He's a fairly youngish person, exudes that solid earth sign energy, so your Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo type energy. They're quite grounded, stable, solid, practical people. So there could be someone who comes into your life that offers you some information, that gives you this help or support or networking and, you know, practical ideas about what to do with your finances, where to put them. It's also possibly a new finances coming in, or new ways of receiving finance, new ideas, someone who offers some sort of support about financial methods coming in for you. So there's some form of creativity or newness around it, but quite often it's not rapid or fast paced, it's slow and steady, just like the earth signs. I think it's a good omen. It's generally a very stable, good omen, sort of suggesting keep plodding along, keep your feet firmly on the ground. Don't go investing in out there ideas, or, you know, don't go gambling in particular. This is more for the set routine ideas, but as I say, there could be someone who comes along who manages to either offer assistance or offer ideas that are very practical ways of moving forward. And it could even be that you gain some small amount of money from someone else as well. It's almost like a little bit of money could be handed to you one way or another, which none of us would say no to, I'm sure. Now if we move along to the next card, and how interesting, I've just noticed there's another card hiding underneath it. So we'll have to put that there. He's wanting to get two messages out. So this is for your health, and you've got two messages for your health. The King of Cups can often refer to literally a person who is a healer in your life. They're quite often a heart-related chakra area, so somewhere they can be related to that part of the body. They're compassionate, caring, warm, advising type people who, this might be a healer that you are seeing, or someone who is helping you with your health modalities at the moment. And if this is the case, they're in your life for a reason, and they're important, and they're doing the best to help you with a health issue that you might have. They're worthy of having, you need this person's support one way or another, and it could be someone new that you've uplifted, like a new doctor that you're seeing, or a new strategy you've put in place, or something along those lines. They also tell us to have compassion with circumstances around our health and other people as well. So when we have compassion in our life, we tend to drop off some of the more negative aspects, such as fear or worry or anxiety, so that we bring calm, and he exudes calm. He actually exudes calm and success. And he's got this cup in his hand that must have some sort of elixir in it. So he's well worth listening to, he's worth being involved with, and helping to perhaps understand your health criteria or needs at the moment. Now we come here to the Moon card, which was hidden. I hadn't even seen it, which is odd because it is a card of sort of hidden energies. Actually, it was well hidden. And again, we're still talking in the health sector. So I often think of Scorpios and Cancers around this as well, because we see either a crab or a scorpion looking creature, and sometimes these are things that happen at night. Now oftentimes it is about your intuitive ability as well, so listening to your own psychic intuitive ability about your health, and knowing that you probably, if you feel you're on the right direction, listen to that. And also don't close off to little, if you get little messages in your sleep or in your daydreaming, or just synchronistic messages that pop up, take heed of them and follow them through and see what course they take you on, because they're going to be giving you important messages. It's also a card of femininity and about female cycles, so this could be to do with the females that are listening to this reading. Could be your menstrual cycles or your hormones that may need balancing, or menopause situations may be coming on, and quite often they will happen around full moons or eclipses. I'm not sure if we have an eclipse in March, but if we do, there could be something to do with eclipses that could really alter your health or push it along a different perspective that you will either address or look into. And just to be aware that that could happen and take note of anything that crops up. If we move to the final card, the Nine of Cups, known colloquially as the Wish Cup. Now we're referring to it here in the realm of career. Quite often it says for career, if you had hoped upon something positive happening, it might very well occur, and it could even be things that you weren't aware might pop up in the career realm for you. It's basically called the good luck card. So some way or another there is something positive energy that is helping oversee your career sector of your life at the moment. Now consider also that for the people who aren't working or who are in studies of one form or another, this career perspective covers off that area as well. So if you've felt as though things have been a bit stalled, whether you were seeking a job or whether you're in your studies and they haven't been going quite well, this card will usually signify a moving forward in a positive direction, and that it could come quite quickly. And also job interviews, if you've been waiting on one, you might hear about a job interview as well, and it could go quite well. So Libra, that's an interesting reading for you. You've certainly, with the health card popping out like that, a hidden one and a hidden kind of inference in the card as well, I find really, really interesting. It feels as though it is a little bit of a time for your inner contemplative energies to connect at some level, and for you to find answers from within for the month of March. So there we are, Libra, a nice, although still a sunny reading. We'll go to this last part of the reading, which is using these goddess cards, and you can select a question or an issue that you have that you would like to find direction with. And it pays to keep it to just sort of one issue. And when the card comes out, we will look at interpreting how it can help you move forward with a particular issue that's on your mind that you would like resolution with. So let's see, Libra. Blossoming. I have to think how to say her name. Arakura, blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. That whole word that had come to me right from the beginning, the patience. I'm just going to find your card for you. It matches quite well. It's a beautiful receptacle to be the person blossoming at any level in your life, whether it be physical, creativity, spirituality, mind, body, soul, your career, finances, whatever. It's almost that card of manifestation. So whatever question you chose to ask, you're kind of on a beginning phase. Blossoming is obviously the very opening of the bud of the seed of life, of some form of creative passion coming in. And by taking the time and just getting started and just accepting each step as a new step, you will find ways of moving forward, and you'll find the direction comes just taking the time slowly, and you will just continue to bloom and bloom and bloom. I think that is really beautiful. So Libra, wishing you the very best for March, and much happiness.